Hello and welcome to Sweepy Tales with Radhika. There's a lovely story I have for you today, and it's about a bear who went to the circus. Once upon a time, a beautiful brown bear lived in a forest next to a river full of fish. Our bear was very happy. She'd wake up in the morning while it was still cool, and after stretching, she would jump into the coolness of the river. She'd wash well, enjoying the cool water, and would catch 2 or 3 fat salmon for breakfast. Then she would stretch out next to the riverbed and sun herself until she was dry, and then she would go and lie down under a tree and enjoy a sweet morning snooze. Oh, our bear lived a happy life. After her morning snooze, she'd play with her friends, and at midday, they would all have lunch together, and then they would fall asleep again under the thick forest canopy. In the afternoon, they'd go off searching for beehives and eat honey. In the evening, a bear would have a light supper and drift off to sleep early, lulled by the sounds of the night forest. What a sweet life! But one day all this changed. One morning, some people came. They carried nets and drove cars with cages on them. They caught her in her sleep and injected her with something which put her deeper to sleep. They put her in a net and put her into one of the cages. When she awoke, the bear was in a cage. All around her were the other cages with various animals in them. She could make out lions and tigers. Where was she? It didn't take her long to figure it out. She was in a circus. Later, a man with a whip arrived. He lashed his whip against the floor. She was very scared. She decided not to react. So our little bear learned all the tricks and performed every day in the circus. She didn't like all the lights and the loud music and the shouting. Every evening after the show, she would return to her cage and reminisce. Oh, she'd love to be able to return to her river, catch a salmon or even a trout, and lie under the trees. She was so miserable, and as the days and weeks went by, she lost any hope that one day she would return home. A little girl also lived at the circus with her mum and dad. The little girl, of course, didn't work at the circus since she went to school every day. But she often helped her parents, who were acrobats and conjurers, in the evenings during the performances. They walked on tight ropes, they hung upside down, they threw plates to each other and caught them in mid-flight. They were really very good, and people admired their act, which made them laugh. As soon as she would finish her homework, the little girl would go and help them, and then she would sit and watch the rest of the acts with interest. She liked the human cannonball and the clowns and various other acts. She had also noticed the bear which appeared on stage just after her parents. She had noticed how obedient, how smart, but also how unhappy she was. She seemed to wear a permanent mask, a sad mask. She looked so miserable. One day, after the end of the show, the little girl approached the bear's cage. She was lying down and her snout was just protruding from between the bars. She stroked it. The bear didn't try to move away or react. She remained still, making soft snarling sounds. "What's up, little bear?" she asked her tenderly. "Aren't you happy here? What's wrong? Do you want to go home?" The bear snarled softly, and then it would appear she started to cry, as if she understood what the little girl was saying. She cried almost like a human, and the little girl carried on stroking her and whispering words of comfort until well into the night. "I've got to go now," she said finally. "But keep in mind, I'll come back later tonight. Be ready," added the little girl, winking, and left for the caravan where she lived with her parents. She drank her milk and went straight to bed. Everyone had been asleep for ages when the little girl got out of bed and went out into the cold night. Every so often, one could hear a sleepless animal snorting or roaring lightly, or a night bird. The moon was high on the horizon. The little girl quietly slipped into the keeper's caravan. The door was unlocked. Why shouldn't it be? He had nothing to protect or hide apart from the keys to the cages, which the little girl unhooked softly before exiting the caravan to the snores of the keeper. She approached the bear's cage and started trying the keys. The bear woke up and looked at her sympathetically, as if she was smiling. Had she understood? It didn't take the little girl long to find the right key. The door opened with a small creak, and the bear was free. She looked at the little girl with gratitude and licked her face. "Go, go, quickly," said the little girl softly and pointed to the forest. The bear didn't hesitate any longer. A little further down, she stopped for a moment and looked back. "Goodbye," beckoned the little girl, and then the bear disappeared into the forest. The little girl quickly returned the keys where she had found them and went straight to bed. In the morning, they found the cage open and the bear gone. The keeper got into trouble because they all thought he had forgotten to lock the cage. The little girl had not meant for this to happen, but it couldn't be helped. It wasn't a huge issue, and the whole thing was forgotten after a couple of days by everyone except the tamer, who complained because the lions and tigers were not as obedient as our little bear. Perhaps the time had come for him to retire and all the animals to be released. On a Sunday morning, 2 or 3 weeks later, the little girl went to the forest with her parents. They sat down by the river to have a picnic. A beautiful bear appeared suddenly and brought them 3 big salmon, which she left on their checkered tablecloth. Then, after licking the little girl's face, she disappeared back into the forest. And they lived happily ever after. My dear sweet peas, that indeed was a very touching story. It surely makes us think that do the animals really belong in the circus or in the jungle or forest, which is their true home? Well, it was really sweet of that kind little girl to help our bear go back home where he was most happy. Well, more stories to enjoy, to listen, to share with your friends soon when we meet again. Take care till then. Bye bye.